Whenever anyone starts learning any kind of programming language, you're looking for resources. One place where you can go get all this information, and not only sometimes, because sometimes reading technical information, particularly for beginners, can be difficult. So having a video that will walk you through it is very useful. Again, like I said, it's kind of like the one-stop shop. They've done an excellent job of creating a complete resource. My name is Nadir Abdulhaqq. I'm originally from East Palo Alto, California, but I'm currently residing in the state of Maryland, working in Washington, D.C. My primary role is a business intelligence architect. So I do a lot of design and business intelligence software. I guess you can say I was looking for Python information. It's partially partial to my job, but it's also a thing that I've been doing on the side because of an interest since I'm in business intelligence, doing more things along the lines of machine learning and AI. When I needed information, well, it was always Stack Overflow, which could sometimes be a little bit of a struggle to get information, getting books, etc. And with Real Python, the first evolution of Real Python, where everything was pretty much just text-based, I could usually just run a search and look up a topic, and I had a one-stop go place that I could usually get information from fairly easily, as opposed to going through Stack Overflow. I mean, it has become my go-to spot whenever I need any kind of reference for Python. I just kind of like go to Real Python and do a search. When they first announced it, what was it? I don't know, was it 2 years ago, 3 years, that they were doing a subscription? As soon as they sent the email, I signed up immediately. That's how, I was using them, on and off, but I found that their content was just great. I found their content to be excellent. So, as soon as it came out, I signed up. I would just call it like a Google search engine for Python. And what you find when you do the search is tutorials on Python. So that's probably the best way. At least that's how I interact with it for the most part. I tend to be like text-based, and that I think that's kind of a generational thing. I'm a little older, so I tend to like things to read things. But maybe about 10 years ago, I really began to get YouTube. So the idea of having video kind of clicked in there. So sometimes when learning something and having someone walk through it with the video. First time with list comprehensions, where they actually gave me a methodology because coming from other programming languages, which I came from, the list comprehension looked really weird to me. That was I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, what in the world? And then once I kind of played with it, I couldn't, I came through one of their tutorials, and it just really kind of like, okay, this is how you do it here. Okay, this is what the accumulator is. This is what a for, and it just made it very simple. It's the first thing I think about whenever I have any questions with something in Python. If I come up with a project or something, it's probably the first place I'll go look. It's almost like having, oh boy, you know how you can kind of have, it's like having this textbook, so to speak, but the only thing that's different from the textbook is that this is being updated all the time. I would definitely recommend it. I always recommend it. Like I said, it's a place that whenever anyone asks me, it's the first place that comes out of my mouth. It's always the Real Python site. It's really cool. I mean, it covers everything from beginning. They have learning paths in there. They have the text version of learning. They have the videos there. Plus they have they have the book on the Python basics. They have the thing for the virtual environments on the dependencies. It pretty much has all the things that a person would need for getting started. And in terms of more advanced work, I mean, some of those learning paths, they take a person all the way through to some advanced levels. I mean, it even has, it does web applications in there. It has machine learning, has data, has a little bit of everything in there.